spoken. Don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there.
Hello, I hope you've been doing great. The topic of today's video is summer in Korea. I'll be sharing with you the tips and tricks for wonderful and well-prepared vacation in Korea, and also the must-try Korean dishes while drawing them. Can you guess my favorite from the drawing thumbnails? And lastly, I'll tell you about the hidden gems and the places that you must absolutely visit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Firstly, we'll start with the preparations. What I think is one of the most important things is buying the plane tickets way ahead, like for at least 4 months in advance, so we can get the best deal, the cheapest ticket with the best airlines. Secondly, I really advise you to take a direct flight, especially if you're not in an Asian country, because the flight in itself is already tiring, so you don't need to add the stress of changing flights to that. And the fact that your luggage will be traveling with you the whole trip is much safer than changing flights. What I would suggest to you is to take either the Korean Air, or if like you're in Europe, Air France is one of the best ones to take to go to Korea. So far we talked about plane tickets, the companies that I personally think are the ones to choose in this case. Now let's talk about one of the most forgotten about step in the trip, which is planning where you want to go and when. Personally, I think that staying in one city isn't the best idea, but you do you. Plan what places you want to visit, which activities you want to try. I'll give you some ideas about that for sure in the next segment. Planning this will help you not to miss on activities, and also while you're planning, you'll check when certain palaces, museums are open, etc. Like, even if you're the spontaneous kind of traveler, planning what you want to visit and the opening hours is a must so that you don't miss out. One of the things that I found also important while preparing for this trip is finding where you're gonna stay. If you can, stay in a traditional house is the best way to experience the Korean culture. But if you can, there's a lot of guest houses in Korea. The best thing to do if you're planning to visit multiple cities, plan your train tickets if you're gonna take the train. But like, if you go into Jeju or to Busan, you can get a plane from Seoul to there. You can book that in advance too. It will be, of course, cheaper if you book it in advance. And don't forget about booking where you're going to stay. If you're going to stay in a guest house, I advise you like to enjoy it the fullest. Meet people that might be Korean or not, but like meet people, share with them your culture, experience Korean culture together. Don't hesitate like to talk to them, because like they might give you ideas of places you didn't know about before. They might even give you ideas about activities you don't know. You may make friends, why not? Yeah, it will be also much better if you like spoke some Korean or learned some Korean, because it will be super helpful when you take the public transportation, especially when you take buses, because you can easily get lost while taking the bus. Learning the language of the country you're visiting is always a good thing. What you should know about Korean is that like they speak good English, but they're just hesitant to speak it. So if you can speak Korean, it will be also a wonderful opportunity for you to practice it. And you shouldn't hesitate neither, but like if you're lost, Korean are super helpful. Like I remember I got lost when I wanted to take a bus, and two Atumas who didn't speak English but like helped me so much. At the time my Korean was rubbish, but like just with gestures I was able to find the bus stop. One thing that I should say before I get into the next segment is plan your ticket, your arrival in the morning, so that you get into the guest house or the hotel early enough, and you can enjoy the day you came in, like going to the market or like visiting the palace, etc. So this is the first dish that I like, which called naemyeon. It's a typical Korean summer dish that I highly suggest to you to try it out, because like it's very, very delicious. And now let's go to the next segment. If you're visiting Korea for the first time, going and experiencing the different coffee shops is a must do, whatever the season, but especially during summer, because the vibe and the necking is special, even the menu is special. If you are a K-pop fan, you must know that different K-pop idols have their own restaurants or coffee shop. So you can visit that too. But while doing that, don't forget to visit the palaces in Seoul, wearing a hanbok, and learn about the history of each palace, because it's fascinating, and you can enjoy the history while watching the beauty and discovering the beauty of each palace. As I told you earlier, don't put all your eggs in one city. Seoul for sure has different cute coffee shops, restaurants, the palaces, the Kakao Talk store, etc. But I think that the Korean countryside is one of the most underestimated places in Korea. People tend to visit Seoul or Busan or Jeju, but forget about Gure and Jeonju or Gyeongju, and I highly recommend you to visit. Honestly, you can find anything you want to visit in Korea. If you, for example, enjoy hiking, you can find different peaks where you can enjoy a panorama view of the city. What I suggest for you to do, if you are a hiker, is to hike before sunrise and just choose a peak that will take you 3 hours or so. That way you'll be able to enjoy the sunrise with the panorama of the city, but also enjoy the rest of the day. And if you like K-dramas, Seoul is basically a shooting studio. Every corner is a K-drama scene. Jeonju also has a lot of K-drama shooting in it, so you'll be able to find different places or historical Hanok villages where some dramas have been shot and filmed. And while doing all of that, don't forget the human experience. Every city has its own character, so enjoy it. And lastly, let's talk about food. So, as you can see right now, I'm touring a chicken place, but you might know that Korea has a very rich cuisine. So my advice to you is try everything. Don't hesitate, because the cuisine is very as if it's from another world. Street food is basically everywhere. Fish cakes, fish-shaped bread. I unfortunately couldn't taste kerampan, the bread with eggs, but I had the chance to try a fish-shaped bread filled with cheese in Jeju, which was just undescribable. Like it was very delicious. If you get the opportunity to go to Jeju, you must try the fish there. It's super fresh, super yummy. Everything you need to find in a fish dish. The temple food is also really good, especially if you're vegan. You'll appreciate it. As for the desserts, Korea isn't known for its desserts, but the take they took on, let's say, for example, the fresh dessert is like really good. One of my favorite desserts is bingsu, which is basically ice with ice cream and fruits or chocolate or Oreos. Like there's a lot of variations, but my favorite is the ones with fruit on them. I didn't do with just with this drawing. It was the last one, so it wasn't the best. But yeah. Here are my 3 favorite summer Korean dishes: samgaedeong, naengmyeon, and bingsu. Let me know in the comments if you have ever tried any of those, or if you have your own favorite summer Korean dish. See you in the next video.